there. You see? You see what I'm talking about? You see what I'm talking about? You see how they have money inside the house there? Not today, the boy there. Not today. The boy come and take something, and when you finish, the house lock up there. And not today, the boy come there. Huh? Stay there. Two of them. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that inside the house there. Look at that inside the house there.
Oh, she wasn't playing, Lord. How y'all feel about this, man? You come home from wherever you come from, right? Thinking that your daughter is responsible, supposedly responsible, and you walk in as two of those things, literally, in the house. Young boys, young, vibrant, right? Wind blow, and you know what time it is. How y'all handling this situation, right? And for those that may ask, man, why you didn't show the entire thing? I'm gonna leave the clip or the what you call it, the link in the link I said in the description in the comment pin. I can't show the whole thing because Dad did get physical with daughter, and you know how YouTube gets down. They frown upon that. And when you in somebody's house, you supposed to abide by their rules. You know, this is YouTube. They say this is not what I'm okay with. You have to follow what they say they're not okay with, or you can get the hell off their platform. You know, I want to be respectful. But anyway, let me get back to what I was saying. For those that saw the video, how would you handle this? Also, for those that may click on the link, go check it out and come back to this video or watch this first, whatever you want to do. I want to hear y'all thoughts on this. More people than not, I'll say 95% of the people that I was reading, like when I read through the comment section, they agree with this. They was W for Dad. He handled this the correct way. Everybody was all for it. How do Amax feel about it? And you know I got to speak about this because this is coming from someone who has a 15-year-old daughter who will be 16 at the end of this year. You know, so I'm definitely one of those that can speak on this, especially, you know, dealing with this adventure of teenager. Lord have mercy, y'all. Teenager, something else. I wouldn't handle it like this. But let me say this: Am I upset or am I demonizing Dad for how he handled this, filming it in public like this, the strikes to the daughter? No, like that Dad, he has the right to handle it how he sees fit in his house. I would never tell another man how to handle his business when it comes to a situation like this. But I have the right, if this was my friend, let's say if this was my friend and he recorded this and he showed it to me personally, nobody saw it except me, right? If he asked me like, how did you feel about this? Did I handle this correctly? I would tell him like, hey bro, I'm glad you didn't show nobody else. I'm glad the only person you're showing is me. Like I'm the only person that's gonna know. But number one, I'm glad you didn't show it to the public. But he did show it to the public, so I don't agree with that. You hitting your daughter above the shoulders, bro. That should have not been. That wasn't okay. You know what I mean? Like you take care of that when they're young. When they're young and you know physically, like corporate punishment. I believe in discipline. I believe in corporate punishment. Right? Bust that ass if they're not listening. Especially if you follow everything else, like you've talking with your kid had opportunity to explain themselves, meaning that they know what they're doing is wrong, but they're still doing the same bullshit. And the talks, the punishments, taking away things didn't work at that age. Okay, maybe I bust their ass, right? Put a little fear in them at that age. But at older age, kids care more about stuff being taken away. Material stuff is more important. Spending time with them. Now, never take away your time from your kid. If you do daddy-daughter dates, I would never tell him, hey, bro, take away your daddy-daughter dates from him. Like, hell no. That's something that's going to happen regardless. That's an essential. That's something that you cannot pull away. But maybe she wants to go and hang out with her friends. That's not happening indefinitely. There is some stuff that's going to be coming up. Halloween stuff, Christmas stuff, probably Thanksgiving stuff, whatever stuff that's coming up that she would want to do. That's not happening indefinitely. Your phone, that's gone indefinitely. And if you have it, it may be for it may be for a short period of time, for like essential use only. But you just having it just to have it, them days are far gone. So these are the things that I would have said to him. the record. Let's say he shows me the video and he says, "Yeah, I've already posted it online." I'm like, bro, why is you posting your business online, right? Like, yes, your daughter, what she did was not okay. She's 100% in the wrong. She is, showing whole activity. I wouldn't say the word whole. I'd have been like whore. She's showing whore activity in the house with a bra on, covered in a towel, so you don't know what's underneath, and 2 boys in the house. Not okay, right? I would have told him that, but why is she showing other people in the world that are strangers that don't even care about your family? Why are you showing these people your daughter in this situation? Why is she being embarrassed like this? Okay. Again, why are you hitting on her? Number one, I don't think it's okay because I didn't even think it was okay when I was growing up as a young boy. But then also, you can get yourself in trouble. Now, I don't know what country he's in. Maybe he's in a country where that's okay to do to kids. But if he's in America, I'm like, look, bro, you basically saying come and get me and put me in jail. Especially if, let's say, if there's a mark on her. Or if there's not a mark, I mean, if she wants to go there, she could put a mark on her, and you can't disprove that it was her because the video shows that you hit her, in the area above the head. So it's like, dude, now you can't even be there for your kid because you don't put yourself in jail. You got emotional. You made an emotional decision to put your hands on her. Also, bro, you was a boy just like them, and you had sexual desires and you had these urges and feelings too. Girls have the same thing at that age. I'm assuming the daughter, the daughter is in, maybe 9th to 10th grade, right? Or on the low end, she's in 8th grade, she's in middle school. But shoot, us as men and women have had the urges probably since, if not going into middle school, shit, probably damn near elementary. But I knew people. I know a person personally who had a baby at 7th, 8th grade. You understand? So, excuse me. And it wasn't like they flunked several times. No, they was in their correct grade. We were pretty much the same age. And they had a kid at that age. You know what I mean? But my point is, we had those urges. And yes, maybe we didn't act on them because it was maybe we did. But we got to have grace on our kids when situations like this happen. I know for a fact, I can speak on myself, and I know other people personally where I'm like, come on, man, like you was on some bullshit too when you was at a certain age. So it's like sometimes we think that we were so perfect and we just got everything right, and our kid is just so bad and we can and everything that they do don't deserve no type of grace. So I thought that dad like overreacted. It was what the daughter did. Definitely needs to be punished. It's punishable. Let's not get it twisted. She was 100% in the wrong. He said nobody in that damn house. Nobody in that damn house. That you abide by his rules. He's your father. Period. I'm just saying how he handled it. I don't think it was a necessarily W. And the reason why I say that is because, again, I don't agree with everything that he did in this video. Also, now, guess what happens? Your daughter, maybe? This deters her from messing with anybody else. Maybe it shocks her into fear. Maybe. But also, from what I've seen growing up, kids that's been disciplined this way, the way he's handled it, embarrassment, hitting on her this way, maybe now what happens is she would never bring another dude at the house again, ever. And in your mind, you're going to feel like, oh, I accomplished something. But now she's going to be like extra sneaky. And guess what? In her time in need to come to you for some vital advice that could have kept her from getting pregnant or messing up her body or her reputation or whatever. I mean, reputation kind of bad right now, but you know what I mean. If she can't even come to you now because you've already shown that in a situation like this, you've overreacted. Again, maybe this is a one-off. Maybe this happened several times and dad just finally snapped. We don't know. We only know what's going on in this one video. But my point is, she's not gonna be able to come to you. And again, I'm not making no excuses for her for bad behavior or not to come to her father. But the way he handled it in terms of the the physical part of it, she ain't gonna come to him. So now what happens is, yes, she don't bring nobody home, but she'll find her little ways to get off what she wants to get off, and that's what it's gonna be. And again, instead of coming to you for the advice that she really needs to to really help her in some real situations, she don't come to you because she's like, well, anytime I try to come to dad, he overreacts, he gets physical, he hurts me physically. I ain't talking to that dude. You understand? And more times than not, as I've said, hate to repeat it, I grew up in the bricks, and more kids that were disciplined this way. I'm talking about the young ladies. They ain't talking to their parents. Some of the worst kids were disciplined like this, whether they was embarrassed in public in front of all of us or was hit on and stuff like that. And it felt good to the parents at the time, but shit, them kids was extra wild. But the kids that I noticed that fared off the best was the parents that had a pretty mild temperament. They did punish, they did follow through on their punishments and stuff like that. They get you when they needed to. But the parents that had the patience and they can like talk to the kid and help the kid to understand why this is not okay. It fared better, and it gave those kids the bravery to have those conversations with their parents when they did inevitably run into some bad situations, if that makes sense. Anyways, man, that's my thoughts. I would love to hear y'all thoughts, and until the next video.